Alright, I'm gonna sit down for this one. Who's seen Twin Peaks?
Oh, right here. Yeah.
I don't need your lip. Thank you. Okay, these people it's about an FBI agent who goes to a town over Washington where a bunch of freaky shit happens because a girl who's a high school student that has 3 jobs, and not including the job that she has at a casino where she is a prostitute, has a drug addiction, also has somehow time for 2 boyfriends. He goes to investigate this girl's murder, and I find it absolutely fascinating. It's written and directed primarily by David Lynch, who recently just passed away. I'm going to start crying. It always got me in the imagination that there is something glorious around electricity. It's something that sparks our neurons, something that charges the air, and all these other weird, fascinating things that happens. And a lot of the things that are on my mind when I watch this stuff from his is that I need to start asking more people what their favorite flavor of electricity is. And if you haven't thought about electricity having varieties of flavor, I don't care to talk to you. It's not a joke. I talked to my mom for 2.5 hours on the phone the other day. The other day being yesterday. She's an avid Trump supporter and QAnon fanatic, deep in the trenches, and recently she's decided to rescind all of those proclamations of theirs recently and said that we're all slaves. I call that progress. And I wanted to hug her, but she was in a whole different town. Why do we throw away the pith of all of our fruits? If you don't eat the pith, like, you're missing out on a lot of the nutrition. It's like a good hangover cure for a lot of people to take the rinds of oranges and the pith, rub that in your gums like a bump of cocaine, and you'll feel really good. Not as good as if you actually did it with cocaine. Mr. Rogers is really kind. Like, I still think about him. He wasn't my generation. I grew up with, like, VHS recordings of him. Still fascinating, even to the people that are, like, Gen Z, Gen A, all that stuff. He's kind of like Bob Ross, but you know Bob Ross got down in the bedroom. Like, you know, he was into some freaky shit. He was in Vietnam. So was Mr. Rogers, but he wears a bunch of sweaters. And I don't know about you, but the track record for freaks and sweaters like his is pretty high.
I'm into sweaters.
Yeah, I like sweaters.
There we go. I love that. You know, if you go bear hunting, you like to go for, or deer, you want to go for the types of animals that might be in environments that have like a good amount of berries, good amount of animals in terms of variety, hopefully fish, and if you're talking about bears. And a lot of times this can accentuate the flavors in the meat. Billionaires are a very, very nice kind of environment. Drink caviar, a little bit of champagne. I don't know about you, but they sound like an Italian dinner. I don't think prions are something to be worried about in this situation because they've got good health care. I find it weird when people have celebrity passes and crushes. I don't like sexual. I'm a freak in some ways, but not really. I'm kind of vanilla. Sierra. On your phone. But I really don't know why people have like celebrity passes. Why is it always, oh, my partner can sleep with this person? This isn't like a personal thing. So before you get any ideas. But I wonder why people don't talk more about like if you could be friends with a celebrity. If you like Diana Morgan, she does Philomena Kunk on Earth, Kunk on Life. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. It's a BBC program, I believe. As a predecessor, highly recommend it. Ask your partner, who's your celebrity pass as a friend? And if they say to fuck, then you should get rid of them. Now's my time. I'm going to leave the stage.